Good evening everyone and welcome to another tournament stream. Woo! Today I will be streaming Ikra. I now know that I need to pronounce it. So Ikra, which apparently means caviar. Learn something new every day. So yeah, welcome to the stream. Basically, like I said, we will be streaming Ikra today versus both BPSs. Those are the matchup that we've got lined up today. And yeah, it should be fun. Some house cleaning to get out of the way. There are no rewards for watching this stream. Basically, yeah, the reward that you get is epic gameplay, and that should honestly be enough. So we're just gonna have fun with that, and we're just gonna see what happens and all of that. You're free to speak whatever language you want in the chat, as long as you are polite and civil in doing so. But if you want me to respond to anything, you will have to say or ask it in English, because I cannot understand Cyrillic. So that's a fair warning. Other than that, let's just enjoy the matches. So Ikra so far is Ikra. Oh, sure, I really need to get used to that. Is not doing too well, but not too bad either. They're currently listed 4th, but they are tied together with BPS Spit Randomly, which we will see against them today, along with BPS Gravitas as well. Basically, the top 8 is still very, very much open, and pretty much anyone can still get to the top 4, even though for some it will be, a lot more difficult. So yeah, that's basically the scoreboard that we've got right now. Of course, we are entering the second stage, so we have a second scoreboard there that has no points yet. But yeah, there we go. There's a 3-minute delay on the stream, by the way. That is so that people cannot stream snipe each other. And of course, with the timer being below 3 minutes, that means that we can actually go into the room. Ghosty looking to take the FCM pack. Way to Success has an MS1 selected. Now an Angry Corner, which is like a much better choice. So yeah, BBS Spit Randomly, I've not seen him play it this season, I think. No, actually I do have, because DN Pinjaj and we have F Pinjaj, and Way to Success is of course the actual Uf Pinjaj. So there is that. Man is pretty much a legend. But there's a lot of legends in this team, to be honest. Because if you look at Zerd's been around since forever, playing tours since forever. So is General. And honestly, I can't wait to see what they do. Because at this point, well, technically there's still matches left. Every point counts, especially for the ones that are close to the top 4 in the current scoreboard, but not quite there yet. So BPS is getting ready for main Rubens with 4 Type 71s, an Object 140, a 113 and a Gravedigger, which was a Pharaoh before. We've seen the Angry Corner and the MS1. Not sure that that's going to work out properly though. Just a hunch. And on Ikra's side, now we see a Dracula, 4 of Pinjaj. Ikra getting ready with a Yo and potentially a 215B. They still have just over a minute to finish readying up and decide what kind of lineup that they want to go into battle with. That being said, though, I'm like, oh, it's an LT in the end. Not quite a Dracula, but he'll have to manage. And there we go. Ikra, now 4 Type 71s and 2 60Ps. And potentially a Yo. 30 seconds left for Darkside to ready up. And then we'll see what happens in the first game of this best of 7. Meaning that the first team that reaches 4 victories is the one that gets the point here. And there we go. Darkside is ready. Uf Pinjaj is ready back up again. And the countdown clock is there. And we're about to go to main rooms. honestly, this is one of those maps that I don't know, I don't mind it, but I don't love it either. It's very difficult, like with Ikra, I mean, with just the whole different alphabet. Because, like, I'd say Ikpa, and that I've been saying that, like, for most of the season, which is obviously very wrong. So now we've had Oop and Josh going to the middle, going for a quick spot to see who's there. Probably going all the way to the bush, I reckon. And he does spot Still Loving You. And the types have been spotted crossing over. Oop and Josh got spotted as well, and he decides to not stay there. BPS is playing very aggressively here. Ghosty taking some hits, and BPS is pushing, but not quite. Darkside is in the middle. Shots are being... Stupid temples. Shots are being fired. Now Tokonami taking a bit of a hit. DN Panjaj losing a lot of HP there. F Panjaj also getting hit. Tokonami is the one that is getting focused here, but basically BPS is losing a lot of HP with this push. And they will have to make sure that all the shots count. Tokonami gets taken out first. But Zerd and Yef Panjaj and... Oh, Zerd gets set on fire as well. That doesn't help. He gets taken out. Still Loving You gets taken out as well. Ikra now focusing on Ghosty. Psychopath is being killed there before he can get a shot into Ghosty, which is pretty vital. The F Panjaj is still alive. Gibanchik is losing HP. General takes out Varta. Oh no, sorry, F Panjaj takes out Varta. General was getting shot at. It is... Oof. Oof Panjaj is almost dead. Does get another shot in. Santiago gets tracked. There we go. And now it's just Darkside and Kame are left. And Darkside has Santiago to contend with. And now the O is on a clip reload again, and that allows Oof Panjaj to moving in again as well. That's the danger of not shooting the low HP target, and there he goes. And BPS is the first game, despite this being like a very aggressive game that could have gone either way, to be honest. Yes, thank you for that. I'm losing stuff. Yeah, okay. No idea. Anyway, F Panjaj doing a lot of job. I think that's like DF and... Oh my god, all the similar nicknames. It's almost like I'm getting E7 flashbacks here. So that's the first game up and over. BPS having that quite convincingly, even though they looked to be like quite aggressive and it not really working out. But in the end, it definitely did work out for them. So kudos for that. Oh dear. OBS now having issues. And there we go. It's back again. Slightly longer delay now. Oh, I always hate it when it does that. 40 seconds left to go before we go into the second game of this best of 7. BPS now getting ready with 3 Type 71s, A113, and 114 LT and an E5. Versus an IS4, 2 Type 71s, 2 60Ps, a Yo and an LT. Ikpa deciding that having a fast tank there might just be helpful. And let's see. Countdown clock has begun. And we are ready to go into the second game here. Basically, like I said, people are free to speak their own language in the chat as long as they understand that I will not understand them, and as long as they are polite and civil. So let's see. This is a very pretty camo, not gonna lie. I like it. BPS heading towards base A in the middle now. And Ikra on the other side. Going towards the middle as well. Ghosty going for a pretty forward position again. Does stop there though. Is getting shot at. Takes a shot into Kame, who is trying to cap the base. F takes a hit there. Oof, they're basically doing what BPS did last game. But we have BPS flanking around. Ufbanjaj being very forwards here. And we have Sakabeth now being focused as BPS arrives right in the middle. B has been taken. And now they're ignoring the 60p, going after Warta. But that is dangerous. Look at the amount of lines of fire that are possible there. Big hits into General there. And Ufbanjaj takes a hit. Warta is being farmed by Zerd. Darkside is shooting Ufbanjaj. General gets ammo racked. Oof. He did not have that much HP left. Warta gets taken out. And oof, Darkside is almost gone. Ufbanjaj gets taken out, but basically Kame is also very low on HP. Now there's Santiago, who is quite juicy, so they have to be careful with that. Kame gets taken out. Base B is being kept. Santiago is getting hit and tracked. And he takes a full clip there. Sakabeth still alive, if barely. Gets taken out. Both teams have lost 3 guns right now. And now they're trying... Oof. Still Loving You gets taken out. Zerd takes another hit from Kabanchik. Is very low on HP. But there are 4 guns trained on Kabanchik here. And that's gonna make things difficult. Zerd gets taken out first. 3v3. Santiago losing some precious HP there. Gets taken out as well. And we have Kabanchik being taken out. But now Tokonami has almost reloaded. Darkside is running off. Big hit into the Ufbanjaj. And Tokonami is using the rock, knowing that Ufbanjaj can't shoot him there. And they need this shot to bounce. They need... Oh, it does! Darkside. Ooh, this is so close though. That shot not padding. Darkside. Very low on HP. Does take out the Ufbanjaj, but they know that that's fine. That is a tracking shot. Oh my god. He should be able to outgun him still. Oh my god though. These shots. And now everything matters, and oof. He does get it in the end, but this RNG this game though, that ending. What a game. Close one though. It feels like a pretty quick game, but it was a close game as well. And now BPS is leading 2-0. No real pressure just yet. We are moving to a different map that might give that little mental reset that is needed. 1.5 minutes left to go. Mutsu getting a misfire. Aww. I'm sure he'll forgive you. One minute left to go. BPS is almost completely ready. Taking no less than 5 Type 71s, a 215B and a Sheridan for Albenstadt. And on the other side, we see an IS-4 in the Sheridan, and the rest is yet undecided. And there we go, some Type 71s being added in 60p. Potentially more of those. Ooh, that's a lot of 60TPs there. "22 seconds left." And this is the thing, like, the pressure's on for IGPA now, because they started off pretty well, then they had, like, a bad day, and then eventually they are currently top 4, but every game at this stage counts. If you want to be secure in your top 4, basically you need to win pretty much everything. I think the only one that is pretty secure about top 4 is APA and potentially Serenity, but that's about it. The rest is, like, completely open. And here we go into the third game. Zerd is the wordy bird. If you don't know what I mean that little drone, which is, like, really cute. And BPS stacking their tanks together, heading into the middle. Ikra seems a bit more defensive. Way to success. They shoot at each. Oh, big hit there into Ufbanjosh. Shots are being fired. Not all shots are doing damage, but Psychopath Yevgeny is being focused on a lot. And BPS decides to not go for the cap, going for the shots instead. Psychopath nearly gone. But now BPS is pushing straight into the line of fire. Tokonami, being the preferred target here, needs one more reload to get taken out. And there he goes. But BPS is losing a lot of HP for doing this. Santiago is almost gone. Still Loving You goes first. So this is very aggressive gameplay by BPS. Josh now chasing Dark Side. Having a little bit of help there from Dien Panjosh and Ghosty, who's about to reload and ruin Darkside's day. Now we have Warta and Zerd got taken out. Warta is almost gone as well. There he goes. And now it is 3. General going after Psychopath. Bounces his shot though. Kame is almost gone. Gets taken out there. Behind the scenes, General bouncing a shot on his bum. There goes Yevgeny. And now it's this Dujela. Probably pronouncing that all wrong. I have no doubt about that. That a little bounce. And they're trying to hug him to death. Bugosi gets the kill. And the game is for BPS. Again. I'm not sure if you can call this luck though. Someone just said in the chat that's crazy luck for BPS and that Ikra is just stronger. But I believe in RNG for like one battle. But this is 3 battles in a row so far that BPS has convincingly won. Some of them have been like relatively close, but still they convincingly won. So I'm not sure you can call it luck then. Ikra now ready for the second game on Alpenstadt with 6 Type 71s in a Sheridan. And on the other side we have BPS in 3 IS-4s, 1 Type 71, a Sheridan, a Kranwagen and a Yo. And you have to keep in mind though that, like, I know that you guys will know Ikra from the CS server and of course Pink as well. That doesn't mean that the EU teams are not good though. So let's see, just over half a minute left to go until we go into the 4th game. BPS is up for match point right now. If they win the next game, then they get the point. And they do kind of need it to help them get towards top 4, but it's the same for Ikra. "12 seconds left to go. And then we'll see if this streak continues for BPS or if Ikra will bite back. And honestly, as streamer, I'm always hoping for a tiebreaker. Because that is just so much more fun. And let's see. BPS now splitting their forces a little bit, going towards the A area. And we have Ikra heading towards the B-ish area completely. We seem to be seeing some mirror movements on the maps. And now we have Ghosty who's going to spot them. And they will have to be careful. Shots are being fired. And General is losing a bit of HP. They are pulling back. They haven't done any damage themselves yet. Base B is Ikra's. Whereas base A has been capped now. Barta taking a lot of hits now. Getting crossfired by both the Kranwagen and Leo. But they are careful. Tokonami has been spotted. They know someone was there. And we have wasted success. On the other side, base C is now being taken, which means that there will be a battle for probably base B. It will be up to BPS to make a move. And we have Ufpinchaj running around the back, trying to see where people are. Shots being fired into the JLA. And the Penjaj is going into the middle. Base B is not necessarily being attacked, but it is being challenged a little bit there. And now with a full clip, the Penjaj is there, but there's no one there to contest him. Santiago being very forwards here. And that might be a trap. We have waited success behind him. Santiago takes it, but dishes one out as well. Base B is being taken now. There, it's being stolen. It is also being reset though. And now Santiago is almost gone. He's definitely in trouble. And now we have Sheridan versus Sheridan on one side. But Santiago is being taken out. Unless he manages to... He does manage to bounce that. And he bounces his own shot on Kame and then gets taken out by a psychopath. But in the meantime, BPS has managed to cap base B. JLA is being set upon. Ramming Fpenjaj, who has now reloaded his clip. And he's trying to get out of there. And with one more shot, that is the end of the GLA. Base B is being taken. General is not looking too healthy. Zerd is crossing over, losing HP as he does so. This battle is basically the battle for base B. That is a very important kill. HP wise, BPS definitely has the advantage. They do take out Kame. And Ufpenjaj does get taken out. 880 points. The Penjaj is going after Varta. And he's waiting to reload. And there he goes. 955 points. 2 guns left for BPS. Yevgeny is moving in. General gets taken out. Zerd, of course, preferred target, but now base C is being capped. And, oh, that is important. That is also an important kill. 975 points. Oh, he gets it. He gets that shot in. And that seals the deal. BPS Speedrunnery wins 4-0 from Ikra. Wow. And this was, to be fair, this was convincingly played. We've seen absolutely epic gameplay from Ikra before, but that didn't really come out this matchup. Wow. To be fair, at the top 8, I never expect 4 zeros. I'm always hoping for tiebreakers as well. So let's see, do we have any other scores I'm not known yet by the looks of it? So I'm gonna be showing you some replays. I got a bit of a heartbreak for you. I'm gonna show you that one first, and then end with a happier ending. Because we have like 45 minutes until the next matchup begins. So there is that as well. Let's see. E6, such a lovely little tank. And yes, final stages will be on the portal, so they will have rewards. But not yet. I had thought that they would do like the round robins on the portal as well. But they've had problems with portal in the beginning. But yeah, unfortunately not yet. Not for us, anyway. Tomorrow there will be a stream on the portal, but that's for the middle echelon grand finals, which are happening then. G57 Heavy taking a bit of damage there. Oh, there's a Minotaur there. You always have to be careful with the cupola on the E6. A little bit of assisted damage as well. A little bit too impatient there. Takes a hit from the Minotaur into the cupola. Too impatient. Wow, rude people. Casually farming here. Has to be careful with that stuff for sure. I think that would be a primary target. He did just shoot. Oof, nice one. I think his issue mainly is that he's just a bit too impatient when he shoots. Let's see. I don't actually know if you hear game sounds if I'm... There we go. I don't really understand what's being said in the chat, to be fair. They both have a base. They both lost 2 guns. And again, a little bit too impatient. He's got like way a lot of assisted damage though. That's always good. But now he's heading off into a different direction. 2.6k assisted damage. Nice. Spaghetti moving in, but that's a bit of a risk there. That was needed. Oh, that's not good. That is definitely good. Minotaur is such a strong tank. You really want that out of the way. Nice. 4k damage so far. Well done. Let's see. The thing is that I know the result of this, and I'm really surprised at it. Of course, now base A is being kept, and that is a bit of a risk. He got a bit of a nosebleed there that he didn't really need to take. This is what is killing him. His hesitancy. Because they have 2 bases. He needs to move in. He needs to not cap. Oh, and that bounce as well. That's not going to be helpful. And like I said, I know what the result is of this game. Aww. That is sad. Beautiful game either way though. And it is such a lovely tank, honestly. And I see angry smileys in the chat, and that always makes me worried. Come on, there we go. Thing is that I have to like Google Translate and then hope to that I understand what is being said, which generally isn't the case because Google Translate isn't the best, and there's a lot lost in translation, basically. But yeah, it seems innocent enough, I think. Let's see, do we have any results yet? Battles are still going on. BPS is the only one that is listed yet. Most of the battles are still going on then. Okay, let's show you another replay. Let's see, I got a IS4 game by the Agassi that is in the chat right now. Let's have a look. It is a skirmish battle. And even though, like I always say, like, submit aces only. If it's a good game, I don't mind sharing it if it's in a game mode either. But it has to be special. Like, if this were a normal game, then it would be an ace game. Kind of that kind of thing. Let's see. I'm not sure why they do that. Pointing the gun at the sky. No, she's waiting until someone gets spotted somewhere. Because it's only 5v5 and you only have a small portion of the map. He does get spotted, so they know that there's someone there. They just don't know where. Let's see, oh, there he is. Oh, he does take one in turn. And they're really just waiting for him, but they're being pushed on the other side. Let's see. Nice. No. Wow, so there's a guy in the chat that was saying that, like, he doesn't understand me and he doesn't have any subtitles, but at the same time he's trying to diss me. GG. Is that an automatic assumption that because I'm a girl, I'm not a gamer? That is quite special, not gonna lie. He's in a tricky position. Does take a shot for that. 3v3 right now. But his friend is there. A little bit too impatient now. Nice little bounce. E3, of course. A very strong tank. You don't want to be face-hugging in E3. That's always an issue. Two v2. He does take a hit there. Oh, that's not looking too good, to be honest. There's like a whole type that is left to be farmed. That shot definitely needs to go in this one as well. There we go. Oof. That missed. This is the point where I would like automatically switch to Primo, but I would be carrying a lot more Primo than this. Just to make sure that I don't need to worry about not being able to pen, because that's the second bounce in a row. And with Primo, you would eat through that like butter. He's actually getting himself stuck now. That's nice. And this is a general tip. Like, what you see him doing, like aiming at the gun, is always a good thing, because you're much more likely to bounce if you point your gun at their gun. Because basically he will hit your gun rather than you. There we go, he's bouncing more. And he can't go anywhere. And he's just casually farming him. While pointing his gun at his gun. No, don't let him escape. Oh my god, he escaped. That did 1 damage. Wow, okay. Oh my god, Agassi, Primo, honestly, Primo! There you go! You bounced so many shots this game. And that didn't really need to happen at all. If you'd been using Primo from the start. Oh, ouch. Aw. You should have had this, to be honest. Like, in my opinion, there's like games that you lose and there's games that the other team wins. In this case, it feels like you lost it, as in the game. Well played though, nice damage. Let's see, do we have a score yet? Matches are still happening. Serenity won as well. 4-1 from a raid. And what is Appa doing? Let's see, that is still going. Appa versus Pink is gonna be... That must be an epic match as well. No, they were against BPS Gravitas, so they lost that. So both BPSs gain a point here. Okay, let's look at another replay. I've got one more. And after that, I really need new replays. Let's see. This has scored an incredible clutch, so I'm really curious as to what's going on there. T32 is a tank that I haven't touched in a long time. But I know that it's not like a bad tank. It's just not one of my favorites. Let's see. Honestly, guys, there are no rewards for this stream. The only thing that you get is just get to watch some epic gameplay. But yeah, unfortunately, like I said, no rewards. So you just have to settle just for the tour games and the replays in between. Ooh, that's a bit tricky. No one to shoot. Bouncing on the bomb of the Pharaoh, trying to shoot the GC. Not gonna lie, that's quite funny. Caliban there as well. Let's see. He does not really have the gun depression for this position. And that makes things very difficult. When they stand still like that, though, that definitely helps. Oof. Speed boost for the Z28. Basically, that what happened to you, Agassi, is why I carry half Premo in my ammo loadout generally. Because I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And I like being able to freely spam it if I feel that it helps me. And don't get me wrong, you definitely played well, but it would have been for sure a win if you'd promote. That's my main point there. He's at the moment he's casually farming, but his team is being pretty much destroyed. I think I've also noticed that people tend to get like impatient. And they get a little bit stressed in situations like this. Oof. And then they sort of like, I can't say, it's not wasting shots. But it's more like not using, not being patient enough to take it, and thus more chances of missing rather than hitting. Halfway cook, I'm just basically passing the time until we get tool battles again. You're just going to have to deal with that. I don't care for your tone, to be honest. Let's see. Caliban is there. That's always a good thing. This is why people point their gun up, by the way. Because it makes you harder to hit. And your gun will protect your face a little bit. Oof. 3v5, 3v6, sorry. And they do need to take out the gun. 2v6, 2v5, 2v4. And he's losing a lot of HP for this. Now the Pharaoh is reloading. Oh, that was lucky. Lucky one, to be honest. Nice. Oh dear. Got a bit of time. Nice. But where did that guy go? There you go. Oh, that was perfect. Perfection turning around like that. Let's see. I wonder if the last one is AFK. Because I don't think I've seen him yet. Nice. Well done. T28 not being happy. You shouldn't ask that, because if they tell you, then they're actually like breaking the rules as well. Yeah, he's AFK. Activate your adrenaline. You don't have that long left. This is where I would just like, just to be safe, I would activate my adrenaline. He should have this easy, don't get me wrong. He went AFK driving up that hill. Oh my god. Poor guy. Poor team, to be fair, but that is a 6k game. Oh my god. Yusuf just said that I have a reputation to uphold with promo because I'm the clan leader of the Gold Noob Association. Which, to be fair, is definitely true, yeah. But that being said, I think it's healthy practice to carry more than just a few sales of promo. Because if you meet, like, in this battle, with the tanks that he met that are hard to shoot, then it's easy to just switch to promo. And then you can eat through them like butter. Your damage is more consistent. Even though you do a little bit less damage while shooting, you at least do damage. It doesn't bounce. Generally, that is, of course. Let's see, what have we got for you? There we go, all the scores are known now. APA, BPS, and Serenity. The man that Pink lost, I want to know the score there. 4-3. Oh, that was a tiebreaker. That would have been an epic match to see as well. Well played. APA so far looking hella strong. Look at this. They only lost the first one. That was against Ikra. But so far, I think it's safe to say that they'll be in the top 4. But for the rest, it's still quite open. Because now both BPS has gained another point. So that is 5 and 4 points respectively. And Serenity is now at 6 points. So they're also relatively safe. That's to say that it's not like completely won yet. Don't get me wrong. Anything can still happen. But you can say that some of the things are safe. Let's see. I'm honestly not sure what replay you're referring to, Mutsu. I need to check my replays from after the update. I think I've shown all of them, so I'm gonna show a few again. And you'll have to just take it or leave it. Let's see. There we go. To be fair, the replay is just meant as filler time. Come on. There we go. Oof, yeah, please do not spam. Let's see. I don't really play this. I haven't played this tank much at all. Even though I know, like, it's a good tank. Just haven't really been in the mood for it. And I do love the whole auto reloading system. That's the kind of stuff that I just... Oh, I hate not getting the Caro. I played it on my press account and it's such a lovely tank. Even though it's not an easy tank, but it's such a lovely tank. And then I know that it will be a long time before I can get it on my main account, and I hate that because technically speaking, yes, I could spend the money, but I'm not spending that much money on a tank. Like, honestly, I could buy a house for that, so to speak. Obviously not, like, literally. Oh, that poor Scorpion just got two-shotted, and that's it. That's the end of him. What on earth? Poor guy. There's another MK2. 3, 2, 1. Get poof! And it... Nope. He's waiting to reload the second shot. Well, the last shot. There we go. And now I can just kill him. If he... Oh, no, he does actually kill him. And he's not actually looking to get the base. This is the thing. I tend to troll cap a lot as well. Even if it's supremacy, being in the base forces your the Reds to play a certain way and do certain things. Ooh, looking forward to that Agassi. His friend might need help. Now the Type 61 is pulling back though. Now the Shark moving in, and that's the end of the Type 61. Can you imagine like a 21.7 second? He actually took the shot though. I mean, he's probably not gonna get another shot in, but still. Oh, game apparently just begun on stream. Yusuf's game days. Mitsu and Yusuf are trolling each other a little bit. See, I get that people are like fan of a certain team, but that doesn't mean that another team can't be good as well. Like honestly, Appa's battle results so far show that they are a very strong team. Because they're winning from the teams that Ikra has lost to, which is saying something as well. And Ikra is a very strong team as well. This is a top 8. It's not like easy to just win there. Let's see, so many notifications. No update there yet. And that's of course because they took my stuff away. Come on, there you go. I always say I hate the notifications. That's why I hate the tournament room bug. Let's see, what else have I got for you? Let's see. I know I've shown this one before, but I'm gonna show it again. Because I can. And I will hunt down Mutsu's replay later on. Oh, another Molendijk one. But it is in the Fantastic Tier 5. Honestly, don't know if it's fantastic. But I think that people discount lower tier battles because they're lower tier. And yes, it might mean that you meet more potatoes, but at the same time, an ace is an ace. Let's see. Oh, God. Basically, earlier today, like I'm moving next week, for those that don't know. And I was carrying stuff around because today I moved some stuff in early to avoid my having to pay extra for that with the movers. And as I did so, my hip joint is basically locked. And that's, I'm not sure if you've ever experienced that, but it's kind of like it locks in place and you have to push through an immense amount of pain to get it unlocked, and it's really, really painful. And even though it's unlocked again now, it just continues to hurt, and it will continue to hurt for the next few days. Which is like, this happens more often than I care to admit. And I absolutely hate it because it's absolutely painful and So right now I need to reposition a little bit, otherwise it might lock again. It's not fun. So yeah, sorry for complaining, but I do feel sorry for myself at times like this. And I think that it's fair for me to feel sorry for myself. Let's see, there's a little spark there. Just casually farming here. 40 TP at the back. No idea if that actually did damage. But there's an 82 there. Ooh, that bounced. And that missed. Thing is that I now tend to just free XP like the whole line, so I don't actually try the lower tiers until I'm actually just like in the mood for them. And I should give them more of a chance, to be honest. Because they're not bad tanks generally, and every tank and every tier has their merit. There we go. 3 people left. And the Magi is about to get eaten alive. Ooh, nice little bounce. You can just like farm him that way. I wouldn't drive back against the red line. That's definitely advised against, because he can actually get you stuck that way. There we go. Beautiful. He's just casually driving around now with a broken driver. I'm sorry, I cannot speak Ukrainian. I cannot read Cyrillic. That was a lovely little game, even if it was a cheeky ace tier 5 thing. Let's see. Oh, and after this is over, I do actually need to get some battles in as well. That's gonna be interesting as well. When I've had long days, I always have issues focusing. Let's see. 8 minutes left. Yeah, I'm not going to show you another replay. We're just going to have fun with you. No, we can actually... Let's rant about this. Because honestly, I would absolutely love to have the Caro. But it is so freaking expensive. The amount that you have to spend in order to get... And they make it seem like, oh my god, this is fun. But if you remember that basically you need to get 750 tickets for the Emil, then you need to get 1200 more for the D77, and then you need to get 1800 more for the Caro, which basically means you need to spend like, what is it, somewhere between 300 and 500 euro or something in order to get the tank. And that is just ridiculous. I'd be all for it if I could like do this in reverse, like spend certs to get coupons. But honestly, yeah, no. I'm very much against it. And I hate that because I really do love the Caro, because it's a lovely little tank. But it's not worth spending that much money. Nothing in the game is, to be honest. I don't mind spending money on the game. I spend plenty of money over time on the game. I'm not going to spend that much money in one go for one tank. Never. So yeah. Now we just need to wait for the room invite, which will be up in about 3-ish minutes. But yeah, if you look at the store, this is like the Black Friday. You got lots of sales going on. And not all of them are bad, mind you, because like the crates can be fun, even if it's gambling and you're not likely to get what you want. Super Hellcat is a lovely little tank. You got the Object 907, the AMX-30B. Like, lots of tanks are there that are worth getting if you don't have them, and they're fairly cheap as well, so that's like all good. But needing to spend that much money in order to get the amount of coupons that you need in order to actually get like the Caro, that's just insane. And you don't even get like coupons with everything, you only get coupons with certain things. So yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Because here you can get 950, but you need like 3,750 coupons to get the Caro, and it's a ridiculous amount. Also, by the way, if you, like I said, you're free to speak whatever language you want in the chat, just as long as you're polite. But I've no idea what's being said, so if you want me to reply to anything... Oh, thank you, Agassi. I'm streaming again on Sunday, and I will definitely need replays then as well, I think. So yeah, now he's just waiting for the room invite, but honestly, I'm not a fan of the whole Black Friday event. It's just way too expensive to get the good stuff there is. And then, like, this sounds weird, but I'd rather gamble than have a tank this way. Because even if you gamble, you at least have a chance per crate to get it. And then usually you need to get, like, parts of, you get, like, these little, whatchamacallit, the pieces that you need, and you need, like, 25 or 30 of them in order to get the tank. And then you at least have a set price where you know that if I spend X amount of money, then I will get the tank. And that price will generally still be hundreds of euros lower than what you need to spend now to get the Caro. So yeah, not a fan of that. So now we just wait until the room goes below 3 minutes, and then we're going to watch Ikra play some more against the other BPS, Gravitas. And let's actually look how that went the first time around. Because that's also a thing, because it's a second round robin, everyone has met everyone already. So last time, if it loads, that would help. So last time they met BPS Gravitas. BPS Gravitas won 4-2, but last time, yeah, other BPS won as well. It's tricky, like, all the points matter at this stage. Even though Appa and Serenity are a little bit more safe than the rest. No one is like absolutely safe. So yeah, now we're 14 seconds away from being able to go into the room. And yeah, I know that I'm gonna have to wait for the carrot to come back at a later stage. I'm kind of hoping that it will be included in the Christmas event. But not sure. We'll see. Ah, okay, you don't know what the crates are like. Let's have a quick look since we've got time anyway. That is if the game doesn't crash. Basically what they are, you got like these black boxes. And it's one of those, like, you can get some gold, some free XP, you get gold boosters. And they can either get a second box, like, for the next tier. Or if you're really lucky, you can get another tier. And every time that you get, there's more gold, more boosters, and free XP in it. And like, if you get to the tier 10 one... Let's... Just skipping through it now. If the game doesn't crash. Oh dear, I might have broken it. Yeah, it's not really showing what it needs to. But if you can get like 100k gold with the tier 10 one, I believe. But generally speaking, drop rate is low and it's not really worth it. 1 minute 43 seconds left to go before we go into the first game of Ikra versus Gravitas. I am going to call them BPS. I'm just I'm distinguishing the differences now because we just saw Ikra versus BPS Speedrunnery. And BPS now completely ready for Molendijk with 4 Type 71s, a Badger, a Kranwagen and a Sheridan. And Ikra not completely ready yet, but we see 4 Type 71s, a Kranwagen and a 215B. There we go. Just over a minute left to go. And then we will see what will happen in this matchup. I can't wait until the movie is over, because then my body and I can actually just like relax again. Memcola arriving as well. Molendijk is like, I love the map. I love the way that it looks. I love playing on it. I know that the tour people generally, generally don't like it that much. But I really do. There we go. Let me see Ukolova with 7-star. That's gotta be weird though. Like, on the CIS server, there were some very strong tour teams, and here on the EU server, in order to have a chance at actually winning stuff, they can't stay in the same team. Psychopath going for a spot there, but no one is crossing over in that direction. Ukolova does get spotted there. Does manage to not get shot for it though. And not many from Ikra have been spotted for it. He decides to not want to be there anymore. Gassio holding the back. And now we have Spidey potentially in trouble. Keiko losing quite a bit of HP as he goes to town. Base B is being capped. Spidey is deciding that he really does not want to be there. And he pulls back on a different ramp. Gassio is Not quite retreating, holding behind the building, but he is in trouble. Getting focused on by 3, which is basically forcing BPS to respond in the city. Flying a little bit faster there to get there in time. And they need to take out Darkside and Tokonami if they want to. Oof, Spidey goes down first though. And now we have Darkside pretty low on HP. Gassio has been taken out as well, 6k. Soluir, very low on HP as well, will get taken out here. And that's the third gun gone. Ikra. Oof. Tokonami and the JLA all get taken out there. Gun-wise, it is similar. A lot will depend on focus fire here. And we have the Badger arriving in the middle. Going after Psychopath rather than Yevgeny, but I think that is the right call to make here. Oof. Keiko and Nagibato both got taken out. It is 3 versus 2. Mufasa is in a relatively good position, but has 3 guns coming for him right now. And they will also get into the right position. And that's going to make things very difficult. Varta dealing with Ukolova in the middle. But we have Mufasa dealing with 2. Does get a nice bounce in. Still loving you as the preferred target. But that is very tricky. All the shots are important right now. And now he's a 1-shot. And Kamai will be able to get behind him. And there we go. And now it's just Ukolova who decides to not be there anymore. Running away. Varta trying to survive. And Ukolova waiting to go unspotted. No bases have been kept. And Kame. Ooh, oof. That was very lucky. That did no damage. But the thing is, base B is now almost kept. Ukolova is deciding that he doesn't really want to be there. I'm actually gonna... Oof. And he gets taken out, and basically my game derped there, but oh my god. And Ikra takes the first game. Well done. This is much more the Ikra we've seen before. And it's nice to see the side of them again. And let's see. I dislike that my game is being so slow. I'm not sure what my laptop is doing, to be honest. It's not running more or less things than usual. But it's definitely having trouble. 1 minute and 9 seconds left before we go into the second game of this best of 7. And Ikra is now ready with a 215B, 4 Type 71s, a 60p and a Kranwagen. And on the other side we see 4 Type 71s, a 60p, a Kranwagen and a Sheridan. And that's going to be the second game on Molendijk, of course. And Ikra's strap worked perfectly, because the thing is that BPS had a few tanks that were relatively isolated, and that made all the difference here. Because that allowed Ikra to push those, and then BPS had to push in response. But there were still a lot of tanks there, and not all of their forces were together. "18 seconds left. And let's see. And here we go. Woohoo! It's basically Jones and 7-star here together on BPS's side. Ikra heading towards the middle and town area. BPS focusing more on the base A side. But Ikra is leaving that all together. And Ukolova is going for the cap, spotting a little bit as they go. Which is probably a good call. But that allows them for that early cap. And that can make all the difference. Psychopath is going into town. Basically, Ikra deciding that people are much more likely to be at A. And now they're mass capping base B. And they're all spotted. But they get it without losing a single shot of HP. Now the JLA has lost a tiny little bit. But they did get that cap. And we have Yevgeny arriving at C now soon. And going to cap that as well. Still loving you. And Kame losing some HP here. Ikra being a little bit too eager. Now Tokonami crossing over there. Nice little bounce. Base C has been capped. Darkside and Kame are holding. And we have 4 of Ikra holding the line there. And they will be able to support Darkside and Kame if they were to get pushed. And likewise, they be supported as well. And base B is being protected, which is important. Still loving you. Bit too forwards there. Takes a bit of a hit again. Soluir holding there. We have Darkside now steadily being farmed. Big hits there. And he's not looking too healthy. He's now pulling back, but that's an intuitive decision, but I think that that's the wrong call to make because he actually gets taken down for it. Base B is being kept. Varta is shooting back. Kame is not looking too healthy either. And Yevgeny is still in town. Soluir gets it set on fire. Kame is taken out. And we have Psychopath Yevgeny arriving in the middle. Varta does not have a clear shot. Wastes precious time because of that. And now we have Varta and Still Loving You. Neither of them looking particularly healthy. Nice little double tap. Varta still alive. That bounce is pretty vital. And Mufasa and Still Loving You both go down, followed by Varta. Nagibator is very low on HP. The JLA takes him out. But he now has to deal with 6k. Who's also shooting Psychopath. And you have to keep in mind here though. That basically Gravitas has kept all the bases. And there we go with 1k points. Gravitas has the game. Fairly close game. It looked a little bit chaotic there. But I think in this case, Ikra's worst mistakes were just crossing over. And it makes sense because like in a normal random, you do that and you probably get away with that. But in a game like this, where everyone's coordinating together, that's a lot harder. 1.5 minutes left to go. The score is 1-1. Anything can still happen. And we see Ikra now ready with 4 Type 71s in LT, a 60p, and potentially another type for Winter Malinovka. And on BPS's side, we see potentially 4 IS4s. 1 IS7, 3 IS4s, an IS7, 2 60p's, and a Sheridan. I kind of like that. I've said this before, but I kind of like that the IS4 is making a comeback. Keeps things interesting. It's not just Type 71 spam anymore. 40 seconds left to go. Kamen are taking nice full as well. And let's see. Winter Malinovka, of course. Map with 3 bases. A little bit of mobility can definitely help with that. We've seen some interesting spawning tactics as well over the last couple of days. Thing is that people are expecting the teams of their, well, their server is not quite right. We're all EU server now. But like I noticed that the XCS people expect Ikra to do incredibly well. And the pre-EU people tend to think that the EU clans will do ridiculously well. And let's see. I do like the fiery cameras with the snowy effect. It does look quite nice. Ikra going for the base A side. And BPS is deciding to not be there at all. Blanches are being fired into the bush where no one is at. Ukolova gets spotted there. Gets shot at. But no damage has been done. And he hightails it out of there. Does take a big hit for that though. Tokonami landing a near perfect shot. Nagibato decides to go for base B. If he manages to get away with that, he does get shot at. But if he manages to get away with that, that would be a very important advantage for BPS. Because they're also taking... Oof, now he's getting reset. And by multiple people, including the LT. Which means he stays spotted for a lot longer. Base C has been kept. Nagibato lost quite a bit of HP for this though. And he does get it, even though he gets shot right after. He does get that cap. And he will have to try and get out of there. Psychopath getting another shot into him. And again he will say, so he's just casually being farmed. He can't get out of there. If he retreats, he's going to get shot. If he goes forwards, he gets shot. And now if BPS basically securing his basically potentially retreat. And BPS being very aggressive here. Warta losing HP as well. And we have Gassio almost pushing up there. Base B is being kept now. Nagibator gets taken out. Ukolova is not looking too healthy. Should get this taken out as well. Darkside losing HP quickly. But that is the 2-gun advantage currently that Ikra has. And they're pushing together. But this seemed to be like both too passive and too aggressive from BPS here. And Ikra just responding. They're holding on one side and they're pushing on the other. And that makes all the difference here. 6k gets taken out. Warta is gone as well. Mufasa not looking too healthy, but Still Loving You is barely alive, but he is in fact still alive. Radicals is pretty healthy. JLA gets taken out. Tokunami will get shot at now. Base C is being taken. Gravitas still has the point advantage, but they lack a gun advantage. Radicals being focused on base B is being kept. Base C has been kept. Radicals does get another shot in, but then takes his hat off. And now it's just Spitey surviving here. Shooting, but then gets taken out. And the game is for Ikra. Honestly, I fail to understand why it's so hard for people to play nice. And to just be polite. It shouldn't be that difficult, to be honest. So slowly but surely, the scores are going up. But there's no clear winner. It's 2-1 right now. Anything can still happen. It is a best of 7. So the first team to reach 4 victories first will get the point. And now BPS is ready for the second game on Winter Malinovka. With 2 Type 71s, 3 60Ps, a Sheridan and an IS-4. And Ikra is readied up in 1 IS-4, 4 Type 71s, an LT and a 60P, assuming that Kame readies up in the tank that he's currently chosen. No, it's not IS-4. This is like, I like matchups like this where the scores are going up pretty evenly. Because it means the teams are pretty much challenged. Well, like, as in, I can't remember the word. Kind of like just balanced and evenly skilled and everything. I like it when it's like that because it makes the matches a lot more interesting. And here we go. Countdown clock has begun. And we are ready for the 4th game. Robert streaming in Spanish, by the way. And let's see. Much just said, it's one thing to support your team and another to insult the other team, which is exactly my issue with what was said before. Come on. There we go. Freecam was derping on me. BPS. I'm going for the A side now. And we have Yevgeny. I'm not sure if they're spotting, but I think they are. And we have 6K going into the middle. And Yevgeny takes a hit there. Base A is being kept. Cassio is pretty alone. But they don't quite know that for sure, so they're not really pushing him. It's also gonna make them cross over the lines of fire that they know BPS is likely to have from base A side. Mufasa takes a hit. Still Loving You in the JLA have not been spotted. Ikra now taking base C. Base B is sort of protected, same way that we saw the last game. Spidey shooting the ground a little bit. Oh, sorry, no. Warta shooting the ground, trying to hit Spidey, who dropped off. And Gassio takes a bit of a hit again. And sadly, shots are being taken. That was a nice hit, though. And with Ukolova going around the back. Dark side is in the middle. And we have Kame, of course, holding the building, as is Gatsio. And the thing is that Gravitas has the point advantage here. So it will be up to Ikra to do something. And they do that by going to cap base B. And Gassio trying to decap it. He's losing quite a bit of HP for that. Radicals as well. But they do actually manage to get it, though. He does get shot for it. But he's not reset in time. But now he's being pushed. And we have Ikra. Oh, that was an ammo rack, though. Mufasa gets taken out. But the Radicals got ammo racked, and that's just mean. Darkseid gets taken out. Spidey losing a lot of HP very quickly here. Still Loving You takes a hit. And Spidey tries to use the building. Shots are being fired into Keiko as well. And Ikra is going up the ramp. Yevgeny is almost gone. Base C is being kept. All the bases are currently in or nearing BPS's hands. And they need to get that down. 6k and... Whew, Spidey both go down. Yugalova is chasing Yevgeny here. Base B has been stolen back. Nagibator takes out Still Loving You. Keiko gets taken out. Base A is being kept. They're going after Nagibator. And he gets taken out as well. And it's just Ukolova right now. And he does get the kill. But with 710 points, he would have to run around and somehow magically get a base. That is very unlikely. And there he goes. Kame takes the kill. And the game is for Ikra. No, Phobos, you missed the message that this was about. Very well played by Ikra here. And that base B, it did work out for them. Even though it seemed like basically they were pushing at multiple... It's kind of like you push on two sides. You know you're going to lose one side, but you're going to win either way because you have like... You're betting on two horses. And one of those horses will win, so to speak. One minute left to go, and now Ikra is up for match point. So if they win the next game, then they get the point from this fixture. And BPS... Ooh, no, not ready anymore. Ikra is ready with 5 Type 71s, a LT and a 60p for Rockfield. And on BPS's side, we see an IS-4, 2 Type 71s, 2 60Bs, a Kranwagen and a Sheridan. And I do think that we got a little bit of proper music to go along with this. Kind of hyped. Because this is actually nice. This is the Ikra that I was talking about. At the same time, this is not the BPS that I know either. So it is really weird because the matches... They're generally, like, with the round robin rounds that we've seen so far, not just today, but earlier as well, it's kind of like one team wins and the other team does not really have an answer. It's not as close as I thought it would be. There are some close games, but it's tricky and it's kind of strange to see. And that ammo rack might have potentially been game-changing, to be honest, on Radikos. Because he was in a good position to hold and to help. And then just, nope, yeet. Ikra going a bit for the middle. Ukolova going for the spot. As is Yevgeny. Most of Ikra getting spotted. Ukolova has been spotted as well. As has some of BPS. Oh, not all of that goes in. Ukolova has lost quite a bit of HP. Base B is now being taken. Tokonami is there. Still Loving You is pretty much being farmed here. In a very tricky position. Guns aimed at him. He can't get out of there. But he can't stay there either. He needs help. But now Spidey is moving back. Base B has been capped. Tokonami takes a hit. And we now have 2 guns pushing against 4 guns. That is gutsy. And they're slowly but surely whittling each other down. Base C is also being capped. Still Loving You. Manages to get out of his position, but oh, he's almost gone. Well, oh no, he does not make it out. And there's a gun disadvantage now for Ikra. Gassio in a bit of a tricky position. Does pull back. He's now facing a lot of guns in front and behind him. And gets taken out, but so does Kame. And now you have the JLA pushing in. Going after Mufasa. The focus fire is not quite there. What is with these ammo racks though? Keiko getting ammo racked here. And I know it's 60p and the 60p has a weak ammo rack and it happens. But honestly, you're always hoping that that is not how tours are won. And now the gun advantage is again for Ikra. Radicals very low on HP. Gets taken out. Nagibator is pulling back. Managed to not get hit for that. But it is 5v3. And they both have a base. And Ikra by far has the most points. Nagibator is pushing in. But JLA is there as well. Tokonami. Oof. Yevgeny gets taken out. 4v3. And they have to be careful not to overextend. They have to preserve what HP they got. Base A is being kept. And now we have Spitey pushing in the back. And now both Tokonami. And they know that the Kran is coming. And I think that they're hoping Darkseid misses that shot. There goes JLA. And there goes Tokonami. And all of a sudden, it is 3v2. And they need to get the... Ooh, 2v2. And they need to get those bases. And now we have 1v2. 930 points for Ikra. They just need to not take any chances. Varta is there. Might shoot him as he crosses over. Those ammo racks though made all the difference here. 980. He would need the kill in order to get this. And there we go. It's no longer gonna be enough for BPS. Ikra has the game. And Ikra has the matchup. Well done. But those ammo racks though. Wow. Well played. I do wish, like, I know that ammo racks are part of the game, and I'm always, always in favor of RNG in games. Because, in my opinion, the 60p being able to get ammo rack that easily is part of the strengths and weaknesses of the tank. In this case, obviously, a weakness of the tank. Very well played here. And that means that Ikra has the point. But yeah, at the same time, I still kind of hope for not ammo racks. At the same time though, these guys will know where to aim. They know where to shoot. They know how to make it count. Let's see, do we have any other results yet? No, that is still going. And let's see. Ooh, Raid got their second point in there. Good for them. Raid is one of those, basically, their legacy, and they're such a strong team. It just hasn't really come out this season. And let's see. Serenity versus Pink is still going as well. I'm not going to wait for all the games to be over. All the points now can still go every which way. But Ikra got a point again. And that basically, I'm going to go back to the scoreboard. Because basically that means that they've now got 5 points. And that is all important. You need to get all the points that you get to ensure they get... Oh, there we go. Points are being updated. Raid has their point there. And of course, Ikra as well. So not all the matches are over yet, but like I said, I'm not gonna wait for that. That is it for me. I will be back on Sunday to stream the next few stages, and then on Monday, of course, the last 3. And then I will definitely wait for all the scores to be known before logging off, because that decides who is in the top 4. So thank you all for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, like I said, I'll be see you guys on Sunday. And thank you all the teams that we saw today, both BPS teams and of course Ikra, for the absolutely lovely games that we've seen. This was beautiful. So thank you all for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Bye bye.